Welcome. You're watching Special Sports Podcast with Patrick McCracken. Favorite one. We're going to talk about the college basketball this week. There's going to be a lot of good games. The TCU Kansas game. I'm still thinking TCU going to win that game, but for me, I'm hoping TCU, but it's at Kansas. But Kansas has been losing a lot of games at, or they're close to losing the games at Kansas. And I really think TCU might win. That's why I'm like really wishy-washy on that one, but I'm feeling like TCU might win that one. They just lost to West Virginia, but they just a bad loss after being Kansas State. Um, the ESPN odds saying Kansas is gonna win by 7 or around there. I'm making TCU win by 5. 80 to um 85 to 80 TCU wins. By a little bit, that's not much. Um there's another good game on tonight is UCLA and Arizona. I heard Arizona just lost to a team by 10 and UCLA just won against that team or not won get long time ago, but feeling like they're saying Arizona's gonna win by 2. I think UCLA is going to win by 5, 70 to 75. Not good at these scores trying to figure out, but I think UCLA is going to win. There's some other good games, like I would say Iowa, Oklahoma, Texas Tech, and Kansas State. Um, I don't know those games too much because I don't follow too much basketball because college basketball is like a long schedule, long years. But they're just fun to watch too because they're just different than NBA. Um, like right now, you really don't know. They're all the teams are like crazy good, watching good games. Um, there were some good games on Tuesday. Let me look on that one because I know there were some good games. I wanted to talk about it, but I can't say Kansas game. My goodness, that was a crazy good game. Um, that was a good game, and Iowa State and Texas game. I watched both of those. Woo, that was crazy. Iowa State Texas game. My goodness. I think Iowa State just had them, and then that Kansas State game. Kansas State just barely won. They couldn't. They had a lot of foul trouble, and that really hurt them. But Kansas is good, but they're not that good. I thought. Um, they have some good. They have hard conference. Big 12 is really hard, really, really, really hard. That's one reason why they're kind of in a good area because then in the March Madness will be really good for. They know how to win the good games and how to bounce back from the bad games. Um, there's some other good. I think it was some other good games this week. Last week, I'm kind of just doing every weekend right now because I'm trying to work and do this at the same time. Just trying to do two things at once. Is just trying. I didn't watch much games because I kind of want to take a nap or sleep a little bit or not much. Watching games are kind of hard. But you just had to deal with it. I don't watch NBA. I heard the Lakers won yesterday. I'll talk that in a little bit, but uh, college basketball is it's gonna be a hard season trying to figure out who's gonna be winning. If Houston loses one game, they're not number one for a while. Until someone else loses. Um, Houston's good. I've been hearing. They do lost one, but then everyone else lost one, and then they're number one again. That's just how the season's going to be. Is We know Big 12 and Big 10 is really good this year, and Pac 12 is really good. Their conference is really good, and Houston's conference is okay. And they lose one. And I heard this Gonzaga just lost to. What did they lose to? LMSU. It was I heard it was a first game they lost. It was a big matchup. Big really bad for got a home wins record snapped. It snapped. That game snapped their home record. 7-game home winning streak snapped against LMSU. Gonzaga don't have a good conference. That's easy to do to win against that. So a lot of their good games they play offs. They usually play against teams are really good on a neutral site, and that win stream is easier then because they don't have a hard conference. They usually get the best of the best players. Like last year, they had a really good center / forward. He's kind of both because he's so tall. You know, Gonzaga is good. It's not easy to play with against really college basketball is dealing with college and dealing with basketball every game. You have maybe 2 games a week and traveling and dealing with school and stuff. It's not easy for basketball. You just have to deal with the scheduling and all that fun stuff. Next weekend is gonna be really good games. Let me look. Let me see if it works. I know Monday would be a good game against Kansas and Baylor to see how Kansas win against TCU. See if their winning streaks getting better with all that stuff. There's some good games. Xavier in Connecticut. Connecticut just lost last week. Saturday games. Oh my God, it's gonna be good games. It's a little later. Arkansas and Baylor, good game. I think it's a SEC and Big 12. We call it playing against each other. All the teams play against each other, and they play against each other. Texas at Tennessee. Texas just lost. They're actually a good team. They just played really bad, and it was a away game too. That's a hard game to play. It's hard to play. And then Kansas and Kentucky. Kentucky has it. Just needs to, I don't know, just play better. You really can't do anything. Kentucky is learning. They have a best center, but the guards kind of young, but kind of not. I don't know. They have to play better. I think they need to figure out on defense. They played really good against what was last week? Who they played? I don't know why I just went there. Trying to figure stuff out, talk about it, but I don't have really anything really concrete trying to say with stuff. I'm trying to get organized better, but you know how it is. It's Kentucky beat Tennessee, and that game wasn't really of a game. I thought they won by more than maybe 7, but Kentucky just had them. Tennessee was like number 3 or 4. They went down, but they're doing really good. That's why I think they have a good chance. They're not likely going to win, but I think they have a good chance. Next weekend is going to be really exciting. You know, basketball is kind of fun to watch. Good games. I going to watch take off on March Madness because it's fun to watch. There's a lot of upsets. There's a lot of figuring out who's gonna be good, who's gonna what. March Madness, you never know where are you be at in the bracket, and why every game counts to get a better seed in the brackets. All the championships are good, and you just have to figure stuff out. You know, that's just what happens. You gotta figure it out, and that's what college basketball is. But I'm going to be done. Subscribe and like my video and try to get my business better. Bye.